Hello to all my friends out there. How you guys? Well, I hope everyone is doing okay. Okay, tonight, this video is about almost gone marketing. What is that? Recession or depression, and a 4-item stockpile. And for dinner, I'm making a chicken dinner. So, the first thing I'm making is some potatoes and gravy to go with my chicken. So this is one of the potatoes I got at the food pantry. And so in here I want to make a tasty little batch of cheap gravy. All that this is just for, I don't want to spend a lot of money on this gravy. So I have these cups of soup. So I ground that in my blender a couple times. Then I mixed it with water and I ran it through a sieve. And I put a little bit of butter that I had left over in my chicken so that I can have, my son went out for a bucket of chicken and a couple sides at Kentucky Fried Chicken, and it was $44. That's kind of a lot. And they said it was really good, so at least that. So let me heat this a little bit. So now I want to add, just to thicken it a little bit of cold water so I don't get lumps. I'll just add a little bit, and then I have about an 1/8 cup of water, and then I will use about a tablespoon. So what I'm doing is I'm making all this cheap food, and sometimes after you've been eating cheap food, you can get pretty hungry, but usually if you've been eating cheap food, well, then you can afford to eat a little better food. So let me mix this up. Okay, so anyway, almost gone marketing. What is almost gone marketing? Well, this was something that worked really good during the COVID. And what happened is the shelves were bare or nearly bare. So the people panicked and started stockpiling. And, now every time you see an empty, almost gone shelf, okay, so I have a little homemade butter. Let me heat this, and some shelf-stable milk. So it occurred to me, I was watching videos from all over the country. This is almost gone. That is almost gone. And I thought, yeah, well, wasn't everything kind of okay last time with the toilet paper? Or like a long time ago, we had the gas shortage. Oh, it's a gas shortage, and we were in line, and then, suddenly, okay, I have some cauliflower and some broccoli. I bought one of the $1.24 packages of the California blend, and I'm going to microwave this in a minute. Okay, my gravy is looking good. Look at this. Why use a whole packet or a whole can of gravy when you just need a little bit? So I think what we're seeing now is they're holding back the products, and then we're like buying like a lot. I am willing to buy stuff when I get stuff on sale. Yeah, that's a good time to buy stuff. So be thinking about this almost gone marketing thing. Okay, now I'll put my veggies in here. So I think that if you can find your meat for about $1 a portion, and you have potatoes, sweet potatoes, or rice, you can get by. And some vegetables, and be thinking about, I'm going to mention a couple good videos I was watching today. Okay, so almost gone marketing. All right, what do we have on our hands? Like, okay, they're telling us a lot of stuff is going on, but what we really have is we have 2 wars. They're saying, don't worry, the money that we're giving Ukrainians are going to cause jobs here. Okay, maybe we'll have to wait and see on that. And the other thing is, this video, we are in a silent depression. Okay, I've been through a lot of recessions, never a depression. So do I think, my opinion, not that I'm any kind of expert, but I have been through a few, do I think this is a depression? So you can go to allegedly, we are in a silent depression. Or is this a recession? Okay, incomes are not keeping up with the cost of living. We see that. But is it as bad as a depression, or is it more like a recession? So here's some, and I will just eat the rest tomorrow. So that's as cheap as can be, because I got the potatoes free at the food pantry. And then I bought 12 chicken legs for $3, and here's my 3 chicken legs. Let's see. The chicken was, I wrote this somewhere. I'll tell you when I find it as I'm going on. So, okay, companies like Rite Aid are closing down, and not just Rite Aid. So we see big companies closing down, but they're saying, yeah, they're closing down, but the ones that are closing down are not opening. But the other ones are rehiring cheaper, rehiring workers cheaper. Layoffs to rehire cheaper. Yeah, we're seeing that. Cars. Okay, this is a good one. The average car is $52,000. There's cars, decent cars out there for $13,000 if you have good credit. Okay, now the real estate is starting to tighten, and it's not as easy to refinance. Yeah, I think we're seeing that. Credit lines are retracting, and he was saying, check your credit limits. There's been reports. Okay, this looks good. There's been reports of people checking their credit limits and going from $13,000 to $1,200. Yeah, I believe that. But one time, I have a few banks, and I said, why is this Chase Bank the best bank? And she said, well, we have the best credit systems. So like, they know everything. They're like your ex-wife. They know if you can afford the credit or not. Or if they just want to tighten the credit, you're gonna get retractions. Okay, and the other thing is, this is worldwide. It's not just the U.S. Okay, I got a big, huge cabbage, so I made some pickled cabbage. and I used my pickle recipe, and I ate quite a bit of this because I use 1/3 of the cabbage, and so I had to eat some. That's a bay leaf, and look, I put a couple red peppers in there from my pickling spice, and I looked in my vegetarian cookbook, and this, you guys got to get one of these. All right, take a look at this. So this is cheap, and it's really cheap because I got the cabbage, the carrots, the potatoes at the food pantry. Okay, so the other thing to think about, this thing is worldwide. It's not just the U.S. It could very well turn into some kind of worldwide depression. And what could happen is something could cause it, something unexpected. Okay, so now back to we are in a silent depression. Do I think it's a depression or do I think it's a recession? They say when your neighbor loses his job, it's a recession. When you lose your job, it's a depression. But what I think is it's a protracted recession, and it started during the COVID, and I heard wild tales of people saying we can survive 1 year, not 2, and it's been 3. And we're seeing these companies, I mean, and weird stuff too, like I remember when Taco Bell was 19 cents for a burrito and like cheap for a Arby's sandwich. Now it's like going out to dinner. That's why I eat at home. Okay, so now he's saying, and I agree, store water and prepare for a power outage, like food. But the best thing of his whole video is your cash reserve should be 10% of your monthly income. I've never heard that before, and I think that is the most common sense thing I have ever heard. So if you don't have it right now, start out with, say $10 a week or $1 a day. That's going to give you $30. It's going to come in handy, and make sure you have food and water. So I think this is a recession. I think one thing that could tip it into a depression is when the stock market was to crash, or when like some hideous event, unexpected. China has a lot of floods right now. Okay, so that is what I wanted to say on that. Almost Gone Marketing, recession or depression, 4 items stockpile. What did I buy? When did I buy it? This is a good dinner. It's a big dinner. I will probably eat a lot of it tomorrow. Today, I'll tell you what I ate in a second. All right, let me give you the homemade pickles. So, this is, okay, the chicken was $3.95, 12 legs, 33 cents each. So that is $1 portion, which is what I like. Then in my stockpile, I have this, this buffalo stuff. So I just sprinkled some on the chicken, and I baked it in a little butter and oil. Turn halfway, 350. So I try to find the meat. I'm trying to eat some veggie meals, but this actually has a half a plate of veggies. I could eat more. Okay, let's see. Now, pickled cabbage. I shredded that very, very little. Grated carrots, onions, sliced very thin, bell peppers, sliced very thin. And then I had peppercorns, because I thought those would be good in there. And so what I did was I had this, so I just picked out about a teaspoon of peppercorns. This is coarse salt. It's better if you use non-iodine, but I keep mine in the refrigerator. So I got this huge cabbage, and so I could make stuffed cabbage, I could make coleslaw, or, you know, something like this. Or I could just use it like lettuce. Okay, so of course, sea salt and peppercorns, Parmesan cheese and garlic, because my garlic looked really old. So I use this and it tastes really good. So what I did is I sprinkled the salt and the seasoning on the veggies, and I let them sit in a bowl while I was fixing the brine. And then that comes later. And then I had a bay leaf and a red pepper that I put in my vegetables, and I got those out of my pickling spice. So there's some red peppers and some some bay leaves. I mean, it can be anything you want. You can make it sweet, or like today, what I did when I made the brine was 1 cup vinegar, 1 cup water, about a half tablespoon of dill weed, and I boiled that, and then I didn't add sugar. So everything was exactly the same, except for the sugar and the pickling spice. I just used a half a tablespoon for a half, let me give you the whole thing, for a half a batch. This is really easy to make, so you're not going to lose track of your veggies. And so something has occurred to me here, and the food pantry must be giving us organic vegetables, because from one day to the next, my eggplant just went rotten. So I should have been thinking about that. And instead of the artichoke and the sausage, I should have used my eggplants. So I learned that the hard way. So think about a 3-piece KFC meal at home. That's decent. Okay, so, and think about what we have here is a war and a recession at best. 2 wars. Okay, today I bought this, not today, yesterday. I'm trying not to spend any money, but out here we need sunglasses. So I usually buy 2 sunglasses a year, and I bought 2 sunglasses like tortoiseshell. I don't know where they are, but these are cute. And I got these for $10. So I'm set. And I have plenty of purses. So that was a great deal I got for $10. So almost gone marketing. Okay, one of the channels that I watch is called Sheekoz Family, Sheekoz Family. And the guy is from Russia, and he mentioned that he learned English by watching old movies. And so when I worked in the Hispanic salons, after a while I could understand the news because we were watching that. So I thought, wow, what a good idea. Just start watching, pick a language you want to learn and just start watching. The soap operas are good, movies, you know. Okay, how about movies you've seen 100 times, like in a foreign language? Like I have seen Point Break. There's movies, Heat, I've seen 100 times. That'd be good to watch in a foreign language. Okay, now one day at a time on a budget, got 1 pound hamburger, 1 pound bacon, and 2 chicken breasts. So I bought the 12 chicken legs, 1 pound hamburger, and I bought 2 pounds of bacon. So I want to mention, I usually stuff my bell peppers with meatloaf. I've been doing that for a while, or sometimes I would use zucchini. But this last time I stuffed the spaghetti sauce, the spaghetti squash, and I go, wow, this is so much better, because then you have the squash, For half of it, you can stuff it with hamburger, and then the other half, you can make soup. So I bought 2 squashes, acorn, and butternut this time. So one thing about the acorn squashes really last forever, like 2 to 7 months, and the butternut squashes can last 2 months. So this stuff can last. So I wanted to mention that. Okay, now with the hamburger, I can also, you know, use hamburger like in spaghetti and enchiladas, make hamburgers. Okay, I'm doing this positivity thing. The life coaches say, listen to music from when you were young and you get in really good moods, and you do. It's amazing. And then I'm doing this thing, you know, for years I lived in this bad area and I moved in this good area, and I go, you still act like a barbarian. Why don't you try to be nice all day long, every day? And you know, the people over here are so nice. I go, why wouldn't you? I mean, it's like heaven. Okay, it's so nice to be nice. Okay, then today I bought, back to the stockpile, I bought these beans for $1, so I bought 2 more cans because these are $4 beans. So what I can do with these really good beans is I can just mix them with bacon, or I can make a bean, rice, and meat burrito. I make the meat like taco meat. I put the beans, I make refried beans. I just cook them down and I mash them. Then I could put the meat and the cheese and roll it up, and you can freeze them. Okay, so also with these good beans are really good in like pasta salad. That's really good. You can just get some of these frozen vegetables, some beans, some Italian dressing, and some pasta, and like maybe some grated carrots, and I cut cucumbers really thin with black olives, whatever you have. Okay, now I heard this good one. The channel is Timbo, Timbo. When God blesses you financially, don't raise your standard of living. So this month, all month long, you guys have seen me. I've tried to save money in every possible way I could. But I haven't been, you know, really trying, but I saw, and this wasn't counting the food bank or anything. I saw I had $2 more $100. I don't know, just being cheap, really cheap. So be thinking about maybe trying that. When you are blessed financially, don't spend more money. Then I got these really fabulous deals. These are 2 canisters of evaporated milk, and I got these for $1.99 each. So these expire June 19th, so I'll have plenty of time. These were on sale. I want to mention something. These are 8 grams of protein. So I thought I'm going to take these because I have these 3 cheap meals. One of the things is cereal and milk for breakfast, sandwich with a small fruit or vegetable for lunch, and a low-cost meal at dinner. Okay, so I have plenty. I make yogurt, I make butter, I make smoothies. So I got those for $2 each. Then I got these at the food pantry. So they had these beef sticks for 6 for 97 cents. But the thing about these is, see the piece of cheese, and remember the Oslo diet with the healthy grain bread and the cheese and a fruit and a vegetable and some milk. So, you know, getting used to eating some of this low-cost food now. And I'm trying to copy the food pantry. I'm trying to learn their food plan. Is really going to help me. Oh, and then I bought 4 of these, and these were really good for $1, and I ate 2. All of a sudden I got ravenously hungry, so having these aren't too many calories. But I wanted to mention, look at these. These are only, yep, I think it's 5 protein is for the daily amount, 5 grams. So there's almost no protein. You'd be better eating this. But these really hit the spot. And I might buy some more because I like them. And it's something to grab when I'm hungry. I didn't have time to cook this. And then I also, when I was ravenously hungry, I bought one of these because I got one of these. I got a better one than this one, but this one was really good. And I ate everything. I ate, you know, the cookies, the crackers, the cheese, and the ham. So those are nice to have on hand. All right, no. These are good. I wanted to show you. I picked this up one time so I can make some coleslaw. And then I want to give you the recipe for the brine in here for dill pickles. So this is good because they pretty much don't eat sugar. And that is one of the things I am trying to quit eating. Okay, so the 2 major, and this is a black pair of sunglasses that I bought these used, and I took them to Walmart and they adjusted them free. So those are good for another year. But it's always nice to have a couple nice new pair of sunglasses because we usually wear them year round here. It was uncommonly cold here. All right. No. Today I was out very early in the morning working on my garden, and so I was at grocery outlet, and I got this nice greenhouse. I wanted one of these for a long time, and it was marked down from $59 to $34, and this is there's only one. I go, I'm gonna buy it. So if you save your $1 a day, you know, and something like this comes up. And then when I was at it, I saw these 2 cute things. These will go on my balcony because I don't want to put anything in my backyard. Look how cute these are. I don't want to put anything in my backyard that might attract somebody to come into my backyard. So I got those for my garden, and my home decor is looking pretty good too. Right, no. Okay, so the 2 major things are life extension. I'm doing everything I can think of because, like the life extension coaches say, you could live, I'm 70, what if you could live to be 100, healthy, 120? And the other thing is the money saving thing. And just by trying, and not extreme trying, I saved $200 this month. So no telling what's going to happen next month. All right, you guys, I will see you later. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It's probably going to be more because I'm not going to have grocery money coming out. And God bless you all. Bye.